Hello.
Hello.
Hello. I don't know what's going on my tripod.
I don't know if anybody's out there, if anybody's in the house.
Well, I got Jamie was here earlier and Glenda was here earlier.
I know. I don't know if anybody's up in the room.
They'll be here soon. They always are. If you build it, they will come.
They will start showing up, and maybe I can get this Kosas. Oh, this Kosas is good. If you the concealer.
Yeah. I'm really digging the Shape Tape Creamy Concealer. I've been rocking that.
I picked that up. Hey, Glenda!
Yay!
I did pick it up, and I have not taken it out of the box yet.
Well, it's good for me. I like it quite a bit.
I picked it up on was it the Ulta? 21 Days of Beauty? And yes. I need to do my Ulta 21 Days of Beauty haul. And so I am trying to, I need to film, boy, do I need to film an Ulta 21 Days of Beauty haul. Because they had the cutie palettes, the Nabla cutie palettes.
Yeah, I missed out on that. I missed that day.
So I got some cutie palettes. Or I got the ones I didn't have, except for one that I wanted that was, man, it was like, it was gone. It was definitely gone by the time that I thought about it. So, yes. You can't have everything.
No, it's just not possible.
Oh, it is lovely, like.
It's nice to try, though.
Mm-hmm.
I try hard.
I try harder. Oh, look at Jeannie.
Well, it's hot up in this room. So, I hope.
Hey, Jamie. Hey, Rogue. Hey, Ashley.
Hi, everybody. I hope that I don't need to shave, and if I do need to shave, I hope I don't lift my arms.
Well, we can't see your armpits, so it's fine.
If you don't. If you can't.
Hey, Joy.
Hey, Joy. Hey, Ashley. Hey, Rogue. Jamie's in the house. Okay. So, let's see. Let's recap.
Hey, Pamela.
Oh my goodness, Granny up in the house. I waited to see. I did not watch anybody's Makeup Geek mystery boxes until Granny had hers posted, and then whenever Pamela posted hers, I ran over and watched it. And guys, that was a good mystery box that Makeup Geek did.
Yeah, it looked like it.
It was a good, yeah. Pamela got some really good stuff up in hers. I thought that the colors, there's a lot of corals in her box. I thought, and what they had given, and she got some good eyeliners too, like a real beautiful, like amethyst, violet, purple.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, beautiful, beautiful eyeliner. But what they had given her was like single eyeshadows and then like a quad, to put them in.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, but yet they went together like she could make a really pretty look with it. So,
oh, wow.
Yeah, she did a really nice job unboxing it. So, yeah, if you don't have Pamela's channel, she gets a lot of great boxes over there, and I really love watching Pamela unbox. So, yeah, if I know that she's like most of the time, if it's out there, she's getting it.
Oh, that's super cool.
Yeah. But anyway, so yeah, I just watched her do that. She had that paired with the Macy's beauty box. Like, I'm on the list for Macy's beauty box, but I haven't got off the list yet. But Pamela's getting it. So if you want to know what's in the Macy's box, you can go find out from Pamela.
Yeah, I used to get Macy's for a long time, and then I just kind of like drifted away.
There we go.
I'm not going to sing that song. I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to.
Which one?
Drift away.
Oh.
We'll pass on that. But anyway, so Hen Dash's website is up. Did anybody get anything?
No.
Did
That
anybody
shit's
get
so
one?
expensive in Australian. Oh my lord.
Hey, Amy Cat.
Yeah, I was just wondering.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I did it.
Just whisper.
It's on its way. I don't know where it's on its way from. Oh, thanks, Jamie. I picked up a little like shadow box thing from the Home Goods. I found me something from Home Goods so I could put some stuff, sit some stuff out. But yeah, I got a new background. John hung it today. Yeah, I'm really excited to see how the formula is on the Hen Dash. So yeah, I picked that one up. I have to admit it. I did. Curiosity killed the cat.
Well, it's all right. You got 9 lives, girl.
And I done spent 8.5 of them.
It's okay. That half-life is going to last for 500,000 years.
Yeah, so I'm working on it, but I couldn't help it. I gotta get something on these lips.
Well, I couldn't help getting a Jeffrey box on Friday, so
Which one were you able to get?
I got the deluxe, which is
Yeah, hopefully that arrives for you soon.
yeah, and well, it says up to 12 days for it to ship out, and it did have a size on it, so I'm gonna get some kind of apparel in it. Oh, that's great, Ashley. You're gonna get to go home Monday. That's fantastic.
Oh, that's good.
It's rough.
Mm.
Just so glad you're doing better, honey.
I know that you'll be glad to get out of there too, because that's just such a strain.
Oh, damn, Glenda. You go, girl.
Oh,
Nice. Decent effort.
I wonder, I'm really curious, Glenda. You'll have to let us know and report back on the Laura Lee. I love my Nudie Patootie palette. I love that one. So,
I just got the $100 box, which is the deluxe, I think.
I got the $100 one.
Oh, you did? You didn't even tell me that. Hey, Rhonda.
Well, I wasn't going to get anything.
This is the famous story. Hi, my name's Jeannie. I'm not going to get anything.
I wasn't going to
really.
I knew Pamela was going to get that extreme. I knew it. So I had it pulled up and I was thinking about it. And then I got busy and I forgot. And then all of a sudden, I get a text from Rhonda. And she says, I got the deluxe box. And I was like, oh, dang, it must be past time. I must have forgot. Oh, well, that's okay. I'll just pass. And then Andrea over at Arkansas Girl texted me and she was like, I cannot believe it. I'm so upset I missed that extreme pack. And then I was like, damn it. I need one too. So yeah, after 2 people texted me, I was like, I can take it after just one. But once 2 people texted me, that was all my heart could stand.
Hey, Emma. Hey, Jen.
So yeah.
Ashley's blaming me that she got all 3 boxes.
So Andrea didn't get the extreme. They were sold out. But she was upset that she didn't get the extreme. So I was like, okay. So yeah. Anyway,
I'm happy with the one I got. I'm pretty sure I'll be, because there's going to be a couple good things in there that are, new and different, and That's what I always look for is the special things.
Yeah, I just went with I think that the difference between shipping and no shipping.
Yeah.
So I just was like, I'll just get the same one I always get. I'm just gonna keep with the same one I always get. So I was like, it's fine, whatever. So yeah. So
Oh, well.
can't
No, was there any other launches from last week anyone bought? Not just us on panel. I didn't buy Jack. I did buy stuff, but not from launches that were released.
I got the guild. Well, I told you guys earlier. I did get the Milani Gilded Getaway, and it's really nice. It's what I'm wearing tonight.
That is a beautiful look.
Thank you.
Let me get on Trend Mood, and because I know that I probably did. Oh, I definitely. I got Lizzie McGuire.
Oh, and I got that NARS palette that not the butthole palette, but I got the eye palette that went with the butthole palette.
You needed to get the butthole palette for me.
I couldn't help myself about the color pop Lizzie McGuire. That one really got to me.
Yeah, it's super cute. Hey, Valisa. Oh, congrats, Rhonda, on getting the $300 boxes. Yeah, that's super cute, but I just don't have any attachment to Lizzie McGuire.
That is from my childhood.
Yeah, Rhonda, if you follow us, you'll know that the NARS release. Let's see if we can't find it to show you.
Yeah, I can probably quickly pull it up.
You're much quicker than I am, James. Oh, here it is. I found it.
This was a NARS bronzer that was announced and released last week, and the actual pan design
that's much
looks like
better.
a butthole.
Yeah. Hey,
a wrinkly butthole.
Oh, thank you, Alicia. Thank you so much. So then the other thing I picked up, I did go ahead and pick up that Fenty Eavesdrop. The Fenty Eavesdrop. I picked that up and I'm anxious to try it, but I want to do my haul first because I've got a huge box of haul.
Ooh, we love a big haul.
Like, oh my gosh, guys, you won't believe this. This is my haul.
Oh my god.
Ooh, that looks juicy, girl.
I know, it's so bad. It's like full. This whole big thing.
That's awesome. That's a terrible problem.
It is so bad.
I feel so sad for you, Jeannie, to have all that stuff you have to film.
Hey, Charlie. Hey, Erica.
Hey, Charlie and Erica.
So I want to, unbox that. I picked up the Juvia's Place. Primer.
Yeah, I got the white Juvia's Place because I got a black Danessa Myricks cream, thing in the tube, James.
And I got in my Avanti.
Oh, speaking of, there is a lot of issues with that.
Avanti.
You might be able to get a refund from that, Jeannie. They false advertised with that whole palette. That whole palette was a massive fuck around. Those 10 pans at the bottom, they're just normal eyeshadows. They're not cake eyeliners. Morphe lied.
What?
Touch them. They're just shadows. They're not water-activated liners. They're normal eyeshadows. It's all over the social media right now. I know, the fuckers lied. Even in the thing it says cake liners. They're just normal eyeshadows.
Yeah.
I'm bummed.
That's really depressing.
Yeah, when I saw it, I was like, are you serious?
Yeah.
They're just normal powders.
Wet your brush before you line.
Yeah, it's a
one
lie.
of my friends, I'll show you the video of one of my friends who did that, wet the brush before lined. It doesn't do shit. It acts like a normal eyeshadow. It's not a water-activated liner pan at all.
I was thinking about getting that too.
See, look, that's the pan, just dipping into it. That's eyeshadow. That's not water-activated liner.
Because it should be making a little pool of, like a little
And look, she'll swatch it on her arm too, and you'll see how pathetic it is when it actually goes on. Oh, look at that. Absolute performance.
Nothing.
Look at that pigment.
Oh,
Look
wow.
at that eyeliner. Oh, lying pieces of shit, Morphe.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So all of them are like that, Jeannie. I know I'm sorry for you because I remember that was the main thing that we were so excited for was the fact it was 10
that's
lines.
why I ordered this.
Oh, Lisa wants to know about the KVD Apple Bottom Foundation. I totally have reordered it.
Oh, it is so good.
Because I got it originally from Ulta and it was the wrong color, and then I ordered the correct color this week from KVD.
Look at this, Alicia. It is so good. Mine is such the exact color.
Wow, that's really amazing of a match.
Yeah, it's really, really good whenever you just kind of shear it out. It really matches with my neck. Just so good.
I can't wait to get mine. Mine's already shipped out. But I love the texture of it. I love the texture, and I love the way it felt on my skin.
It is so good. Like you can use it even if you don't use it. Like if you don't want, it's a little bit heavy of coverage, but let's say that you just don't want quite like that much coverage, you can go in just on the areas that you want a little bit more coverage, like for me right up in here, and just kind of spot with it. And it is so gorgeous. I love this stuff.
What is the finish? Rhonda wants to know.
It's I would say that it's kind of a just a natural radiant finish. It's not really dewy, it's not really luminous, but it's definitely not a matte. It's just kind of a natural radiant. I love it. And it really provides good coverage.
It's packed with oils, Charlie. It's an oil, but it's a balm. It's not a foundation. It's a balm.
Right.
So it's filled with oil.
Yeah, if you don't like kind of that real hydrating feel, you won't like it because it does have a very hydrating feel to it.
Yeah, it's definitely dry to like combo normal skin. If you have oily skin, stay far away.
Yeah. I don't think it's the type for an oily type skin. I think it'll just kind of slide.
It looks horrible on oily skin. I've got a few friends who are oily. It breaks down within an hour.
Yeah. I don't think that it would. I don't even think it would look good on an oily. Yeah. And I think that with oily skin types, just the feel of it won't feel good. It won't feel good to them because, like for a dry skin, it feels so good because it gives you that nourishing feeling that a dry skin type loves. But I don't think it would feel good to an oily skin type person.
And do you think it works well with a brush and a sponge? Hey, Samantha.
I don't know. I would say a sponge over a brush because it is a balm, and usually a balm will get brush lines in it.
Right.
And so even if you initially put it on with a brush, you're still going to need to tap it out with a sponge to get those little bitty hair-like strokes out of it. You would have something that would be really, like if you used a brush, it would have to be something real like a flat top kabuki.
Right. And also a brush might pick up too much of it.
Huh?
A brush might also pick up too much product.
Yeah, you'd have. Yeah, I just
goes on extreme full coverage with a brush.
Yeah, the e.l.f. sponge is just my favorite. You know, for the way that I apply it, because I just go in and grab just light tap.
No, launch-wise, I think we're up to, for new ones for the week, I believe we're up to this because we didn't discuss it in last week's, which was
Right, we did not.
new
Right.
brush.
Yeah, Rhonda, there's a ton of choices of color, but a lot of the lighter ones are sold out.
Mm-hmm.
But there's plenty of it's a great range for, deep and for light and medium. It's really great selection.
Okay, what do you think about that brush, James?
The brush, I think it looks cute. I've only ever used one It's Cosmetics brush, and it was one that Joe gifted me. It's this little baby one.
Right.
I use this for, I actually use that to apply the Danessa Myricks Color Fix as an eye primer. I find that brush works really well for getting in the contours of my face. I don't know how well the design of the bristles, where it's kind of cut like a flower, I don't know how well that will work for like good coverage of powder. Meow, 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 you too, cat.
Wolfie's got a toy in his mouth. He's really happy to show me that he brought me a toy. What a good job, Wolfie. You're such a good kitty.
Heck yeah.
Hey, Carla.
Yeah,
How you doing, sweetheart?
This is supposed to be for loose and pressed powder, the brush. So maybe it might be good for like getting into weird contours of your face, having the weird texture. But at that point, it's just like a gimmicky brush more than an actual useful one.
Yeah.
I like their Love is the Cure brushes that come out for breast cancer awareness. It's kind of like the heart-shaped ones.
Right. Those are great.
But I wasn't that interested in this one.
Yeah.
Just for all of the reasons why you said. It just kind of seemed like all of the dips and the divots.
Yeah, it would look really cute to have it in like a brush holder, but other than that, I wouldn't really jump on it.
You don't worry about it, honey. Yeah. If you've got a headache, oh my gosh, we all have those. I appreciate you for signing on, honey.
Yeah, but I have quite a few It Cosmetics brushes, especially their foundation brushes are just fantastic.
The It Cosmetics brushes for Ulta, they're all really pretty good as far as like the eyeshadow brushes too. I like them very, very much. Hey Carla, I didn't say hey to you, but hey Carla.
Hey Katrina.
Oh, Samantha. Hey, how are you?
My birds were having a chat apparently, so I just fed them a seed.
Aw, that's so sweet of you. Feeding them birds.
Mm-hmm. Oh, this is finally released too, which the new So Amazing palette from Clarity Cosmetics. That looks fabulous.
Yeah, I think we talked about that a little bit last week. It hadn't made it to Trend Mood yet, but it had made it to the Indie Spotlight.
Yeah, It's now on Trend Mood. It's released and available now. So
yeah,
that's beautiful.
Yeah, I really, really like that.
Baked tea. Mm-hmm.
Let me get up to where, let's see.
Yeah, there's going to be a few products that are like ones we discussed last week and now they're available now posts.
Right. Yeah. Okay. What about the Samantha March?
Oh, that one.
Yes.
No, we didn't discuss it last week, so we can discuss it this week.
Yeah. Did anybody pick it up?
No, but I thought about it though, because I think it's prettier than any of the other palettes that Ofra has done like this. The color story is more cohesive, and you could actually really make a full face that would look really pretty. Because sometimes their colors are kind of janky.
Them purples.
Yeah. I went on the website. I wanted the PR package, so I went on Ofra's website, and I got confused because I think in Samantha's video on her Will I Buy It, I think she had said one time, and then Makeup Just for Fun had said another time, an earlier time. So I went on, and right whenever the time was, it still wasn't available. So I was like, oh, okay, well, maybe it's the other time. Maybe it was Makeup for Fun that had it wrong and Samantha had it right. And then I looked away for just a second, and it must have opened up like a couple seconds late.
Mm.
And then whenever I looked back down, it was like maybe 5 minutes later, and it was sold out.
Wow.
And I was so irritated.
I would be too.
I was disappointed. I was disappointed because I wanted the dumb PR. I wanted the piece of paper. I wanted the stupid box that said "This belongs to."
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. It does look cool though. The whole "this belongs to" write your name in a thing.
I just wanted the box. I don't know why I wanted the dumb box. But what I ended up getting was, and had I known, I would have just ordered it from Ulta if I had known it was coming out that fast. But the last launch didn't come to Ulta that fast. So what I ended up doing was I just ordered the palette and the 3 set of lippies. So
Watches look pretty for what the palette is.
I think, like I said, I agree. It's one of the nicest. Hey, Sharon.
hey, Sharon. So, yeah. Oh, good. You got your notification. That's awesome. So yeah, I ended up picking it up piecemeal and not getting the PR package, but I was disappointed. I wanted the freaking PR package, and I missed out on the PR package last time too. And so whatever. I'm just not meant to get the PR package. So whatever. But it's okay. But I have, so on the bronzer, the bronzer is 1/2 of her current bronzer. The blush, 1/2 of the blush is her current blush. But the highlighter is completely new. It's new to Ofra. It's a brand new shade. So I'm really excited about it.
Right. Yeah. We were talking about Samantha March Ofra palette, Sharon.
Yeah.
$39. That one. That's what we're talking about.
Yeah, I think the price is not bad at all for all that you get with it. You get the highlighter, you get the blush, you get a little contour, you get all the eyeshadows. I mean, it's a full face.
And her code Samantha works, so you get an even further discount on it.
Which is always fun when they do that and actually have it so that codes can work on brand new releases as well.
That is nice.
Yeah, and so I think that you got like 10% off using code Samantha for that whole life, which meant that because I didn't, which meant that because I didn't get the Life Suggest PR package, I ended up paying more. Because if you got the PR package, you got a break on the price. Plus, you could use Samantha on that.
Right.
Whatever. And then I picked up the Milk and Cookies highlighter too.
Oh, from Sam. Oh, yeah, Sam Toms. Oh,
because I just thought
that looks
that
so
was
good.
a beautiful highlighter.
Well, I liked how she designed it, where you could use the slightly deeper side for if you have deeper complexion, the lighter side if you have lighter complexion, or you can just mix the two together to get like an in-between shade.
Right. So I just thought that was one of the prettiest highlighters in a long time. Especially because, you can use that, for your eyeshadow in the corner. So, yeah, I picked that up. So then, right, where are we at?
Oh, I was going to bring up the new Hello Kitty release.
It looks cute with Hip Dot.
By Hip Dot, which Hip Dot, I'm like hit or miss with Hip Dot, but it's a really bold, for me, I think it's a really bold color story for Hello Kitty, because I think of more softer colors with, soft kitty, warm kitty, little ball of fur. But I thought, like, for Hello Kitty, like, that's pretty rocking.
Yeah, and I love anything Sanrio.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm a huge Hello Kitty fan.
Well, and my favorite was Croaky.
Oh, yeah, the little frog.
Yeah, oh my gosh.
Look, I even know.
Oh my goodness, that was like my my thing. Oh my gosh. When I lived in San Francisco, I lived at the Sanrio store.
I would go every time I went to Nashville. I would go to the Sanrio store and just like feel like a magical unicorn in a store.
Oh my gosh.
Just the coolest stuff.
Oh my gosh.
But I'm not gonna pick it up, but I think it's pretty.
Yeah, I do too. I loved it, and I did think about it. I'll have to say.
One launch that I was surprised was so bad, considering like his like actual existence in the beauty sphere. One Size, which is Patrick Starr's makeup brand, he's released pressed powder foundation. And the actual shades for like deeper complexions all look ashy, so they wouldn't even look correct on deeper complexions. Like,
Oh wow!
And then like the lighter shades aren't as bad. Wow, my phone's even they look ashy too, for considering they're light shades, but the dark shades especially look very grey, very cool.
Right.
Like,
they don't look very appealing. Hey, Mary. Hey, Unique Beauty Teas. And I can't remember your name, Unique. But
Tish.
Tish. Yes. Hello, ladies.
Yeah, Oh, Katrina. These are halos. These are these are that company Halo. You know, out of SoCal. And these are what's in the Goldie box box. This for spring Goldie box. This this spring. They are big. You know, like I don't have any elasticity to my body, nowhere. But so I got these big old holes. And so, like my ears look like they're gauged, but they're not. They're just stretched.
Now my ears are definitely gauged.
Mine are just stretched and old. But so sometimes they just twist around.
Oh, Katrina, it's not the same as the vitamins.
But
it's a different company.
So, but yeah, that's where that's what these are. Those are those halos. So yeah, but it's that box. Goldie Box was started by my friend and influencer Jess over at Everything Proof Beauty is her channel. But her box is really jamming. Her box is jamming and a slamming. I got a code on my channel. If you want money off, but it's really a good box. So yeah, but you can also go to Halos and get you some. They're not expensive either. They're real affordable. But thank you. So anyway, right. What about the Patrick Ta? What do you think about that? His new.
Oh, it's so. I think.
I knew what James was
going to say. Shittiest shade range, considering it's an Asian-owned brand and he works on a lot of complexions. I can't see any of those working on the majority of the clients he works with. They, especially considering it's supposed to be creme, contour, and powder, so they're contour tones, but they don't look like they are grey enough to contour for most complexions, because contour is shadowing and shadows are grey. These look more like neutral to reddish.
Well, that's what. So the very lightest one looks a little kind of gray to me. The very, very lightest one looks like it's got some gray in it, but then the next shade looks very bronzy to me.
That's what I was going to say. That looks more like bronzer to me than contour.
Yeah. Because I'm with you, James. It looked very, very red undertoned.
Yeah, and even like this top row, even on the deeper complexion, it's like I love the fact they don't even have a model to showcase the shade properly on. like, you know, they got all the shades swatched on different arms, but they don't have an arm that is deep enough to actually use those swatches. So that's a problem in of itself. And then the actual tones, from when I've watched, I obviously don't have the complexion for it, but when I've watched YouTubers who do have complexions that are that dark, whenever I see tones that they use for contouring, they aren't that. That's more bronzer or more ready tones.
Right.
So like they aren't flattering enough for the majority of people who would actually be using that tone, at least from what I understand. So, but I might be wrong, but I don't know.
Hey, Chris.
Hey, Chris.
And then they even the model they have for the lightest tone is a light to medium Asian toned face. So that wouldn't even work on me in the first place, or even Rhonda.
Right.
Right.
So like, if he named it bronzer, I wouldn't be as harsh. But considering it's called a creme contour and powder bronzer duo, so the creme contour shades aren't contour shades. And then also, why is it a cream contour and a powder bronzer? Why not do both cream or both powder? Because you get into that whole where you have multiple or two different products. You're going to have all the powder bronzer going to the cream contour if you don't keep the lid on it.
Right.
Hey, Sylvia.
Sylvia. Yeah. Yeah, Mary, me too. I was like,
same. I thought they were all bronzers too.
It was just a little, especially like the medium shade. The medium shade just looked very red based, very bronzer based. So I was just a little bit, is it Brontour?
I really think it's Brontour. And the thing is, I never get excited, but I'm more of a bronze person than a contour person, as you can definitely see. But I never get excited about contour.
Yeah, I mean, I do put on, like whenever I do cream contouring, a lot of times I'll put that on underneath my foundation a lot of times, but yeah, I just didn't know quite what to think about this one.
Right.
Wasn't quite sure. I'll say this, it's not in my $200 budget basket for Sephora.
Right.
It didn't make it to my budget basket. So yeah, I wasn't impressed enough to put it in that.
Now, I want to bring up something that I know I'm interested to see what Jeannie says, because that Rhonda said it, Jeannie said, but what about this Givenchy Libra blush palette?
Well, I've looked at it. I've looked at that because it's I can't figure it out, Rhonda. It's a powder,
right?
And and it's intriguing to me. I love the color of it.
Yeah, the colors are gorgeous.
I can't figure out how you would get one color out without the other. Have you figured that out?
No. Well, and it's not going to be very big. It's not going to be a big honking box where you could easily get in with a brush and everything.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, I'm not sure if there's a rotating dial where only.
No, Givenchy's designed it all four powders just mixed together, and you make a blush with all four powders mixed.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Yeah, I wasn't sure if this was yeah, I just wasn't sure if it was going to be something.
The way that the actual post on Trendmood describes it is very misleading. It looks like there's only one box coming out, and then it's supposed to have all the things, but there's actually 4 different boxes, and then each one has 4 powders that makes the one overall tone. So there's 4 of the boxes that are all separate color stories. If you
okay.
swipe over, there's this shot. It's not the best shot, but it's supposed to go like the top one has 4, which makes a terracotta. The second one makes a coral when all mixed together. The third one makes a rose, and the last one makes a lilac. So it's almost like they're the 4 colors that, like, when mixed together using color theory, that makes the overall blush tone. It's just a very convoluted way that they've packaged it.
Oh, okay.
Well, it's just confusing.
Yeah, it really is. But it's designed that you tip it over, it all blends together, and then you put on that mixed color as your one blush color. And you get 4 of the different tones in all the boxes. So like I was saying, I don't know if my camera will show it, but you've got the terracotta, the coral, the rose, and the lilac.
Oh, okay.
It's just not very well.
Would be interested.
Yeah, I don't know if it's the best design. Like, I think it would make more sense if, like you were saying, that a twist thing or a cap that could close off the 4 quadrants. Because,
Right.
like, I'd like to use some of those tones on their own without having to mix the other 3 in. Because, like, especially from that first one, like, I believe that one might be the coral blush quad, but I like the 2 bottom tones especially. Oh my god, my phone is not happy with the lighting. Camera, stop it. There we go. Yeah, like those 2 bottom ones in that 4 especially, I'd love to use them as single shades, not mixing them in with the lighter tones, which will then
Right.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, I don't know if it's kind of, like sort of a take on a little bit of the meteorites, or
like the little balls of different color. It's
kind of
on
like,
that. It's just all separate powders instead
like
of
blonde has,
Yeah.
I don't know, but whatever.
Yeah, there's also
That's why I was
lip
interested.
balms.
Yeah.
There's lip balms that come alongside it. They're marbled lip balms, and then there's 3 glosses. There's a gold, silver, and a bronze gloss as well.
I'm not interested in the balms or the lip products, but I would definitely probably be interested in maybe the glowy. It looks like it'd be a glowy blush, and the fact that it would be a powdery blush, I would probably be interested in that. It looks really pretty.
Which color would you go for, though?
Oh, Jeannie, look who's here. Andrea's here.
Oh, Andrea, coral, definitely coral. I would go for that coral color. I think it's the cutest. Oh my goodness, Andrea Rhonda's up in the house too.
That's right. 2 Rhondas, no waiting.
Sharon, are you talking about? I just saw Sharon's comment talking about his blushes were too light. Were you talking about Patch of Tars blushes, or? I'd assume so, considering that was the last product we were talking about. Either way. Yeah, it's an interesting concept, though, having, like, one colour blush, but it's, like, 4 different powders that mix together to make the one blush. It sounds like a lot of work when it's like, just make one colour.
Right.
Yeah, it almost sounds like, one of those things that you want to pin for, your video of gimmicks for the year.
Yeah. I was gonna say very gimmicky. It feels like it's
right.
Well, I mean, it is Givenchy. We're talking about a high-end luxury brand, so it does kind of, a lot of their makeup, I do feel like it's supposed to be like showy, especially their highlighters, where they have the crazy presses in the highlighter pans.
Right. Yeah, I don't do a lot of the Givenchy brand, but I will tell you, whenever I got this, and it's that same Prisma Libra influencer sent me this. I love this. I absolutely love it. So, hey Dan, how are you? We're all doing good over here, buddy. I really, really, really loved that.
That's the face highlighter from Givenchy that I've always had my eyes on. I don't know how well you can see the pan, but
it's beautiful.
Yes, it's very, very pretty.
Like, just look at that. It looks so fabulous.
Yes, yeah, they do make some really, really pretty makeup.
Mm-hmm.
What about what do you think about talk about a gimmick? Oh my God. That Fenty clip on.
Yeah, I thought that was going to be like an April Fool's post because it was unveiled on April 1st, but no, it's not. It's a real product.
Are you talking about this?
Yeah, the little clip balm.
Oh my God, who in their right mind would? Okay, and I'm a Fenty fan. I'll just state that I'm a Fenty fan as far as their complexion products. I'm a Fenty fan. I just bought Eavesdrop. I'm a Gloss Bomb fan. I have all of them. A Stunna Lip Paint fan. I have all of them. But who wants this? Who wants to walk around with something like this clipped onto your belt or on your pants pocket?
Or your shirt?
And then during the middle of COVID, during the middle of COVID, take and stick your finger.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Who wants to do this? Really? Who in the hell needs to be fired over at Fenty for letting it get this far? For not saying, boo, this ain't a good idea. Ray, come on,
right?
girl. This ain't a good idea, baby. We get in the middle of COVID and nobody want to be sticking their finger up on nothing and putting it all up in their mouth, in their oral cavity, or in their eyeball.
All her cavity.
On their mucous membrane.
Yeah, no thanks.
We don't want to do it. This, my friend, is going to fail. It's just going to fail. That's all.
It will be at TJ Maxx in exactly 4 weeks.
Hello. Don't pick this up, baby. If you do want it, that's okay. Just chill out. Because like my partner said, it's going to be at the max. It's going to be at the max on discount.
It'll be $7.99 and you'll like it.
Hey, thank you, Carla. It is. It is just hot damn. It's done. I ain't never seen nothing right. I mean, you know, maybe I would say it's dumb. Even if we wasn't in the middle of COVID, I don't want to be sticking my finger up in the middle of nothing. But you know,
the only way I could see it being useful is if they made multiple shades of it for like a working MUA where you would have like a little spatula to scrape out product from. So then you're not having the potential of, if you're not thinking about it, using like a doe foot applicator on a client. But like most people aren't going to be doing it in a sanitary way, and it's just going to allow build up over time because most people aren't going to wash their hands, sanitize their hands just to stick their finger into a little pot of gloss to reapply really quickly. So no.
Okay, Sharon, when I'm over at TJ Maxx looking for you, honey, I'm gonna skip that one. Don't worry.
Yeah, you're right. It probably will be $3.99, girl.
Exactly, because you're not going to be able to give it away. You're not going to be able to give it away. Nobody wants to be walking around, you know, can I have a napkin? I mean, like, what? What's on that hanger?
Oh my God.
I was like, what in the hell is up with Fenty? I was just, no.
Yeah, that's a hard no for me as well.
People keep going in the comments for that, not people showing us how unsanitary they were before COVID. It's like using glosses like this won't kill you unless you are the minority who don't wash their hands before applying gloss. Who the fuck has water with them when you're walking around with a product supposed to be on the go application, not at home? Why are people talking like it's supposed to be a product you keep at home? If you're keeping it at home, get a normal gloss, you dipshit. Don't get a fucking lip gloss. What? That argument's invalid. It's supposed to be a carry-on-the-go travel product. You can't wash your hands on the go. So that's irrelevant.
It should have two little compartments. One for the lip gloss, and then one that a sanitizer that you dip your finger in. And then it makes sense. But then who's going to do that anyway? Oh,
just like somebody say something, please. Before it ever gets this far down the marketing chain, it's like this is not a good idea. This should not be happening. It's not a good idea.
Somebody was drunk. And they thought, man, I wish I could have some lip gloss on my lapel.
And next to my name tag.
That's right. Ooh, I got some fancy lip gloss. You want some?
Yeah, like this is what the hospital's gonna let you have attached to your name tag whenever you're buzzing in, during COVID. Oh my goodness.
I know, Emma. I carry hand sanitizer. I know Jeannie does. Most people are, but
yes, everybody carries hand. Like I have hand sanitizer that is wrapped on my purse. It has that little hook thing. Like I have a little go thingy. And I was really pleased because the last time I ordered from Melt, they sent me a bottle of hand sanitizer and it fits in one of those things that will strap onto. Yes. I got one of those too, Rhonda, and it clips on, to your purse. And, but here again, an ounce of prevention's worth a pound of cure. An ounce of prevention's worth a pound of cure. So I mean, yes, it's all in fun, but sometimes you just have to think, man,
right, exactly.
Exactly what I want paired with my lip gloss, though. Freshly hand sanitized hands dragging right through that thing. Tasty, the delicious sanitizer gloss. Ignoring the fact sanitizer isn't fully effective, so it won't do shit anyway.
Yeah, Charlie, I've got spray hand sanitizer in my purse because I use it to spray off the cart handles before I touch a cart. And I've got some in my car so I can spray down my steering wheel. I'm like 100% sanitizer Rhonda. Watch out.
Yeah, and just and like I won't even wear a cloth mask. I'm that wild up about it. It has to be a surgical mask. I won't even wear a cloth one. It has to be the kind that's the paper, the surgical grade. We're just, John. I mean, he's.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. I wear a cloth mask, but I wash them all the time.
Yeah, I mean, John.
I don't look cute, girl. You don't look cute in the surgical mask. Everybody looks cute in a mask. What am I talking about? Everyone looks hot in a mask.
Yes. But anyway, okay. What about this? Do you think that this looks like this Stila palette looks like camo?
Oh, I was going to ask you what you thought about that. Well, I think I love camo colors, but this palette doesn't do anything for me.
Yeah, we're talking about this.
Yeah, it's 8 pans of I don't care is what it is for me.
It doesn't. When I think about camo, I don't think about that. I don't think about. That's not what I think about. Not peach. It's got peach in it.
Right. Yeah, it's just not. And the gold is so subtle.
Yeah, like, okay, when I think about camo, this is what I think about. No.
Right.
Yeah. This is a good camo palette.
Yeah, Stila, I'm a Stila fan. I'm a Stila stay all day eyeliner waterproof stan. I've been using that for literally like 10 years and I love it. But sometimes their palettes are just like, what?
Yeah. Yeah. I guess because I have the Bobbi Brown one, and
Right.
this to me is like the true colors of camo to me, that I don't see it in this peachy palette. This is just, it's like, I want to say, Stila, this has already been done, baby. Bobbi did it.
Right.
And did it better.
Stila just always seems kind of late to the party as far as their eyeshadows and other things go.
Yeah.
At least their swatches aren't photoshopped on, which is nice to see. Like the actual swatches that they posted, they aren't photoshopped. So,
well, that's nice.
Nice to see a brand actually showing their proper makeup off, not just digital reanimation of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Mary Jane.
Oh yeah.
So boring.
I already have it, with the Stone Cold Fox palette and the cremated palette. But I want it because it's Melt and I like their formula and I would like to see how it would look on my sweet face.
I think it's kind of a dupe of Natasha Denona's Glam palette.
Right.
That's what it reminds me of.
But I just love the Melt. I do.
So boring.
I didn't say it was exciting. I just love Melt.
Oh no, it's just so boring.
Okay, yes, Mary. Mary, are you passing on Stila? Or are you passing on Mary Jane?
Why not both?
I think it's Mary Jane.
Okay. Yeah, I was just wanting to be sure because I know that Mary's kind of
Oh, she said both, girl.
okay. Okay. I was just wanting to see. All right, and so yeah, so here in the States, Mary, it seems like that a lot of our states are relaxing our restrictions, and I don't get it. I'm just like, what the heck are you doing? I know our governor in Indiana wants to remove all the restrictions, and I just don't understand that because we've got variants in Europe, that are busting out loose with COVID, and now we're on spring break over here. Everybody's going to Florida. They're going to be bringing back everything, and then we're relaxing everything, and no masks are going to be required anywhere. I know that we're getting more and more vaccinated, but here's the thing: vaccination protects you and you only. It doesn't protect people that you're around, and it doesn't mean that you don't get the illness. It means that you don't get the symptoms associated with the illness.
I was going to say, it doesn't stop you from being a carrier either, doesn't it?
Exactly.
Right.
That's what I'm trying to say, James. So you can give it to somebody else.
Right.
So if you really want to be protected, you still need to wear your mask.
Right.
So I just think, yes, thank you, Samantha. Indiana will go mask free on Wednesday. And I just think that if you really want to know that you're protected, you better wear your mask. And I think it's absolutely ridiculous because we are never, ever going to stop this crazy mess if we don't just buckle up and buckle down. But, that requires it from everybody, and it's a global effort.
Right. And that whole herd immunity only works if everybody gets the vaccine. And half the people aren't even going to get the vaccine, even though it's available. And
that's and that's me, Carla. When I get vaccinated, because ours are coming up, I will still be wearing my mask.
Oh, hey, Shelly.
Because, hey, Shelley, because it's just too, some people really get weird ass symptoms from this. And knowing my luck, I will be one of those people that gets something really crazy. And why risk it whenever you can just wear a mask and just, be protected? Why? It don't make any sense. So, I'm just gonna buck up and wear a mask. So
I also never understood the weird outcry that was against masks and people saying things like, oh, it goes against my rights and freedoms and stuff. Not like it's been normal throughout a lot of Asian cultures for longer than the COVID-19 shit's been going on, to wear masks when you're sick. And my favorite whole thing is how it's been politicized, wearing a mask. And people in America at least need to remember that private businesses can and will enforce mask mandates, and you don't have a right to shop there if you're not going to follow their rules. They're not the government. The amendments only cover the government. You don't have a right to say, I don't have to wear a mask if a store is mandating it does have a requirement of mask wearing. Because I've been seeing so many people saying like, oh, it's not mandated anymore, so you can't say as a business you have to make us wear a mask. The businesses are a private organisation and entity, and they themselves can enforce any policy they choose. There is no difference between a mask mandate as there is a no shoe, no shirt, no service policy. There's no difference. To stop crying about it. Like,
right, and here's the thing that it just makes me want to just scream is that it's not about you.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
It's about you. It's about protecting your fellow human being. And it's about having a common courtesy for your fellow human being. It's your humanity. Sometimes I don't understand things with people anymore. It's like sometimes we just don't have any humanity anymore. It's like, where's your common courtesy? You don't know what this fellow person's dealing with. They may look really, really healthy, and yet they may have zero immunity. You don't know. They could have, HIV, and you don't know it, and it's not your business to know it.
Right.
Your immunity could be really, really subpar. So just wear a mask.
Right. Like I had to explain to this girlfriend of mine. She's like, "Why should I get it? There's new strains." I was like, "Well, your parents are 70. Do you want to give it to your parents? I mean, you may not want it, but do you want to kill your parents?"
Mm-hmm.
And so she's like, "Well, Rhonda, you made good points. That now she's going to do it. And I'm grateful because now it's going to protect her too, even though she didn't care." But I'm so grateful that she listened because I explained the science of it. And
right. Yeah, and a lot of times it's just that people don't understand. But I don't know. Sometimes that they're just not nice.
Well, people don't get, it might be your right to not wear a mask, but it's also equally our rights to then refuse to work or be near you as well. Like, just because it's your right to not wear a mask doesn't mean your rights then supersede our right for safety and our choices as autonomy. Like, that's not how it works.
Right.
Right. Yeah. So, and sometimes, I guess like with cancer patients and certain types of patients who have a weakened immune system, it's just like you have to remember that those patients do and those people do exist out there, and you have to really be careful for them because they didn't choose to be in that position either.
Right.
But they do. So yeah. It's just it really, this pandemic just really, really sucks. And yeah, whatever. I'm off my
Yeah, that's an interesting one. Katrina, worried 10-year-old will trade masks in school.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. What are we up to now, guys? Let's see.
Well, there's Oh, I was surprised Makeup Revolution is doing another Friends collection.
Apparently, it was so popular enough, eh?
Yeah. And they even have a lobster mirror.
Oh my god, they do. They do too.
I
They
don't
have a
know.
lobster sponge too. They have a sponge with the lobster imprint on it. I don't know how well you can see it on camera.
Oh, I see. I
What-
see it.
What,
Just
what
faintly.
does the lobster have to do with anything?
I don't know. But
Something in the TV series. It's been so long since I watched Friends.
right. And there were so many episodes. Who knows? I'm sure there was an episode where they're gonna have a lobster boil and like a lobster got loose and mayhem occurred and Phoebe went, smelly lobster, what are you eating? You know.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Apparently, the lobster thing is supposed to mean referring to the person of whom a number is meant to be with forever, because the term originated due to the fact that lobsters make for life, at least according to.
Well, too bad it's not a penguin because penguins are cuter than lobsters.
Mm.
They
Yeah,
make for life too.
yeah, Carla, I might could do the lobster mirror. I might could. It's all about me.
Now, if it comes with a bib and some cracking tools, I'd be all about it.
Heck yeah. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I might could do a mirror.
But the rest of it, I just don't even care about it. Because Makeup Revolution, but I think it's in a tin. I think it's in a tin package, and the eyeshadows that are in the tin packages are better than the ones in cardboard. Just like with BH Cosmetics, the square pans are better than the round pans. Oh, okay, guys.
What is that? Oh, you can get different sheet. There's sheet masks that have like different prints from the show on it. So there's one that for Chandler, which is a turkey or a chicken with glasses on. Phoebe has the lobster. Ross has a monkey. Joey has a sandwich. Rachel has the logo from the cafe, and Monica has the fake mirror.
Chandler had it was a duck they had. They had a little duck, I think.
Oh no, but it's an interesting collab. The palettes are quite meh.
Well, good for them. There's a lot of mad people who want to buy Friends palettes and lobster mirrors. It was a very popular show for a reason. I mean, I enjoyed it when it was on.
I never watched it because I don't watch a lot of TV, so I don't know anything about it.
Well,
I knew who was in it.
Yeah, you'll live happy without just a happy life, just not seeing it as well. It's not life changing.
But yeah, but I love that pig mirror. I do. I love my little pig mirror.
I got a black pig mirror.
Yeah, I love my little pig mirror. I squealed when I got.
You did squeal. It was really adorable.
I squealed when I got my pig mirror. So yeah,
that's adorable, girl. But this week is not that exciting release-wise. Like, there's some funky lip glosses that are like Neapolitan, and some lipsticks or some brushes from Lisa Frank that who cares? I mean, that's another, like, who cares about Lisa Frank brushes?
Yeah, I like
Lisa Frank's a scammer too.
I like that coconut candy, Neapolitan coconut candy.
I grew up on that Brock stuff.
Yeah, I like that. But outside of that, ain't about the whip stuff.
It's like, what color does it even turn out to be when it's Neapolitan?
I don't know, but I could eat those bars. You can still get that at the Cracker Barrel.
Yeah, and Brock's used to have it in their pick and mix at the Kroger store. It was so good.
Yeah.
The lip gloss is supposed to mix together to make like a neutral color on the lips.
Oh, I'm sure it does. I'm sure that I wouldn't. I mean, this is a whole bunch of I don't care things this week for me.
Like, surely when you dip into the tube, it would like
Me too,
mix
Carla.
and look really gross very quickly.
Well, I think that the only things that are coming up exciting. Mary, if you weren't here whenever I announced it, did you know that they're doing mystery bags for
Odin.
Odin's Eye tomorrow, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. They're going to be available. There's no Norns collection in the bag either.
I really wish I was in a different spot so I could pick that up, but there'll be plenty of people that'll be able to get some good stuff.
So yeah, I don't know how you're, if anybody's wanting to maybe start their collection, work on their collection. But Odin's Eye is having that for their anniversary. It's like their anniversary deal. So, hey, Vanessa. So yeah, I'm really excited about that one. I get that every day, Mary.
I miss getting 5 packages a day. That was some good times.
The last product I feel like I just want to shit on because one, it's from Fuckface Huda Beauty, and two, it still is feeding into the bullshit with skincare that I'm sure you know more about, Jeannie. But she's come out with a new detox thing, and one of the main ingredients in it is charcoal. I thought we've already just established that charcoal doesn't actually do shit in skincare.
Or toothpaste or any of that stuff.
I was I just sort of skipped over that one, and I was just like,
I love it.
I didn't know if you were going to hit it.
Detoxifying and all sorts. It's like no.
No, I don't like. Yeah, no, that's that piece of wistful, something about the,
Shitful should be its name, honestly. Sorry to be harsh, but
yeah,
I don't.
Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know why she puts that in there.
Yeah, it's a face and body enzyme scrub, apparently.
It's still trendy,
Yeah, I really don't like that. I don't, like the kaolin clay is okay. Even if you have dry skin, you can mix that and make a mask and make it hydrating, depending on how you mix it. If you have a dry kaolin clay, that kind of stuff.
Who's that?
But you don't like kaolin clay either?
What was that? Sorry.
Oh, you said that, and I was like, I thought you meant like for kaolin clay. I didn't know.
Oh no, someone in the chat was saying I love Huda, and I was just saying meh to Huda.
Oh, okay. But yeah, and then as far as like her 1, 2, 3 brown palettes that we talked about last week. Yeah, I can see where some people will like those. I can see where some people will like those, but brown really, I'm more on the plum side of things. So I'm not really called to those. Then she did a look with the caramel one. I saw that on IG, and I wasn't really all that about her look with that one.
No, I mean, if you guys have had good. If you've had good things happen from it, it wouldn't be the charcoal though, because from what I understand, charcoal doesn't actually work the way that it's always been made out to be in skincare. It doesn't have, when it's encapsulated in something, the way that charcoal works with pulling things towards it makes it unusable in skincare when it's put in with other things. That's how a dermatologist has put it for me. And more so, I just don't like her because she supports a lot of negative things in terms of social injustices towards the LGBT community. So she could be a good person on her own, but the amount of shit that she supports as an individual and as a business owner, I could never support her.
Right.
And that's, like Vanessa said, everyone's got opinions, and that's why we support certain people as individuals and other people we don't.
Yeah,
I'm fine
there's
with opinions. I just can't support when it's moral injustices and actually
Right.
crimes against humanity. So you can support her all I want. I just think there is nothing good redeeming about her. She
Right.
chose to move to the UAE, by the way, too. She started her company in America, then chose to move to the UAE. So, like, she actively chose to go there and then essentially fuck like the LGBT community with her business. So, in my opinion, she's irredeemable unless she moves away from the UAE and denounces all of that shit. So,
Right. And if you think charcoal works for you, that's awesome. Nobody's telling you that it, if you think it's working for you, great. No, we're
I'm
not.
saying dermatologically, that's not how it works. So,
Yeah.
yeah,
we'll keep the other stuff in it.
I have never I've never really used it, like experientially, because I have dry skin. I've never really had the opportunity, to know for myself, because I just, I have such dry skin that I don't have that core issue where I'm, trying to use it to clear out. Like, for the most part, I try to stick with, like a glycolic, or a, beta hydroxy, or salicylic, those type of things. So yeah, but yeah, Mary, I'm with you. I've used, that's about it. Charcoal
Yeah, pretty
in,
much the same.
yeah, in my toothpaste, that type of thing.
I mean, if you think it helped you, that's fine. I'm just saying from a dermatological standpoint, there is no evidence that suggests charcoal actually helps the way we've been made to believe just from how charcoal works. So it could be the other stuff. I'm just saying that from a dermatologist standpoint, charcoal doesn't actually work as a detoxifier. That's just fact. It's not opinion. Sorry. It could be the other ingredients in it paired with it that works, but when it comes from a dermatologist standpoint and the science, the way that charcoal works, from how it's been explained to me by dermatologists, when it's encapsulated in other product in skincare, you pretty much cancel out all of the potential benefits of charcoal, because charcoal needs to be directly applied. It can't be mixed with other things.
I've never really looked into it. I've never,
Yeah, I don't know enough, but I mean, I know James does his research.
Yeah, I'm just, like I said, it could be working anecdotally for you with the other ingredients alongside it, but from a dermatological side of it, from what I understand, when it's mixed in with skincare, like with other ingredients, it then basically cancels out the way that it works, because it does work in the sense of like it brings grime and dirt to it, but it only does that if it's directly applied. It can't be mixed with other things, because then it's pulling the shit from the other things, not your skin. That's how it's been explained to me. So,
Right.
but hey, that's the dermatologist. I'm not a dermatologist, so.
For dry skin, as in what, Sharon? For like pulling stuff out of pores?
I'll be right back.
If that's what you mean, I do use a pill. I use a pill once a week. Oh, okay. Yeah, I use the Ole Henriksen. I'm on the Ole Henriksen Fat Facial once a week. I love that product. I love it.
I know. See, I don't mean to make it like this, but like I understand skincare works on different skin, but when we're talking about the way that charcoal works scientifically, that's just beside the point. I mean, there's pretty solid evidence that charcoal doesn't work that way, but if it works for you, do what works for you. I just know that from a dermatological standpoint, from how I understand how charcoal works, when it's in a detox mask or supposed to be for acne treatment, it's all bullshit. Just bullshit. It's usually the other ingredients that actually give you the good, and the charcoal is just there because it does have this supposed cleaning benefits. Yeah, I've only ever found, I didn't even like charcoal when it's been in charcoal toothpastes. The only toothpaste I've liked that's supposed to be a whitening was I think it had coconut oil in it, or coconut butter or something like that. But yeah, from what I understand, the charcoal itself needs to be on its own. And then when it actually comes to the effectiveness, there's a lot more effective ingredients. Like, I'm sure you know more about it, Jeannie, with like declogging pores. So things like AHAs, BHAs would be better for it than using charcoal because, there's actual scientific basis with AHAs and BHAs doing that shit.
Well, that's one of the reasons why I think I've never really had any experience with the charcoal is because I just always go back to, glycolic acids if I want to take off the skin layer, and a beta hydroxy, like a lactic acid or something like that, if I want to clean stuff out of my pores. Or if I'm dealing with somebody that has acne, then pairing that with a salicylic acid to deep cleanse the pores, and then always trying to make sure that myself and whoever I'm talking to is using a niacinamide to be sure that everything's cleaned out and closed down, that their pores are tight, so that things don't fall down in the hole.
See, even reading this, I feel like this will be further misleading people because this face and body scrub with the charcoal in it also supposedly has AHAs, BHAs, pineapple and papaya enzymes, and witch hazel. So again, like I was saying, when it comes to a dermatological standpoint, from what I understand, there isn't any benefits from the charcoal, but because it's being sold as a charcoal here, it's going to further that misconception. When it's actually the AHAs and BHAs and the enzymes.
Right. You're going to get a lot of benefit out of the product from the AHA and BHA alone. What was the other ingredient you said?
AHAs, BHAs, pineapple and papaya enzyme, and witch hazel.
And the witch hazel too.
Mm.
And the witch hazel too, because that's going to be an astringent in and of itself. So, yeah. So now here's the thing is that I haven't tried. I have a moisturizer from Wishful, but I haven't tried anything from that line because to me, that line is a little bit expensive, and I don't think skincare needs to be expensive.
Yeah.
I just think that Good Molecules is the way to go, or The Ordinary. Take your pick. I don't care which. A lot of times people didn't want to go with Good Molecules because it was a Beautylish, like maybe they had never done business with Beautylish. They didn't want to order. They wanted to maybe go to Ulta. They wanted their Ulta points, but Good Molecules is coming into Ulta, thank God. And so I think that there was one product that was made by Good Molecules when it first launched, and I did not like it because it had denatured alcohol in it. And I really raked Good Molecules over the coals for that, and they reformulated that product, and it does not have that ingredient in it anymore. They totally changed the formula. And so there is no product in Good Molecules anymore that I don't absolutely love. So yeah, I love all the Good Molecules line now.
Yeah, Good Molecules is great stuff. I have a ton of it.
Mm-hmm.
I love it.
Yep, and it is totally inexpensive. Absolutely, you just don't have to spend a whole lot of money to have a really, really good skincare anymore. So that's why I don't do the more expensive brands. But anyway, okay, I think we're probably about out of time.
Nothing more fun to talk about that's been released, really.
Right. So anyway, okay, so next week, we are on Rhonda's channel.
Yay!
Wherever you are, that way.
I'm over in the middle somewhere.
Yeah, so it'll be the same bat time, but not the same bat channel.
Right. So if you're not subscribed to me or James, please subscribe to our channels. He is the only James TBL MUA. I am the only Rhonda said.
Same way
So
it's spelled here and over there too.
Right. It's super easy to find us, and we'll have the same panel, and it'll be a whole lot of fun.
Yeah. So yeah, we look so forward to hanging out with you guys again and just talking about what's going to be new from next week, and then we'll recap and find out what we spent my money on.
What did we buy this time? Not like we have
Tell you
anyway.
what we spent my money on next week.
All right. You guys have a safe and happy Easter.
Yes.
If you celebrate, if you don't celebrate, just have a great Sunday.
Heck
Love
yeah.
you guys so much. And
Bye.
thank you all for showing up.
Bye, everybody.
Okay. Bye, guys.